We're delighted that GMA Goes Pink this morning with Ann Romney, who is also dressed in pink to help us kick off our Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The wife of course, the presidential candidate and former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney is herself a breast cancer thriver. She is also out. Brand new book. I'm not going to call it a cookbook. It is wonderful. It is the Romney Family Table that features all of your favorite family recipes. First of all, Mrs. Romney, it is wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Today,
Thank you.
and especially being such a special
especially
day.
On this day.
Right, and you have faced this, and you had a history of it. Tell us just a little bit about your journey.
Well, you know, it was one of those moments where we have the mammogram. Thank goodness.
Right.
I know you're talking a lot about that today, which is so important that women get their mammograms. But it was just a routine screening, and I discovered that I had breast cancer. So those screenings are important, but it's also one of those moments you just me.
Exactly.
Me. Now I had my mother, which is interesting. My mother, my grandmother, my great grandmother, either ovarian or breast cancer, and I did do the genetic testing, and I was not BRCA1, BRCA2, which is interesting, and I still got breast cancer.
Well, see, that's what Dr. Funk was talking about when you fall in the middle. But I'm glad that you are doing well, and it's also about eating well, and it is so beautiful. And I said, I'm going to try this, not this weekend, but next week when I'm home, the zucchini casserole. Tell us about it.
Zucchini casserole. Well, this was all happened because when we were first married, we did our first garden, and then if any of you that have grown a garden know when you plant zucchini, when they start coming, they come and come and come and come, and then we tried to eat it all. You know, raw, cooked, sauteed, everything. And this is a casserole dish. We will just saute some onions.
That's always a good start.
And
I love that
the sauteed, wonderful onions, and then we move on. I know how fast these segments go.
Okay.
But we have the sauteed onions now. Here we are with the magic of television. And you sprinkle the zucchini into a casserole. It couldn't be easier. You know, you like to get rid of these zucchini. They get so big.
They multiply.
My boys ended up just having food fights with them, and that was okay with me.
And then the sauteed onions.
You sauteed onions and put more zucchini on, and then you've got your
the cheese. This looks so. The 4 eggs, 4 beaten eggs.
4 beaten eggs, and it makes it more of a casserole that way.
Right.
Could not be easier. Top it with a little more cheese.
You can always do that.
Breadcrumbs, and then the sauce.
And how long do you bake it?
About 350 for about 50 minutes.
That's so simple. You just put it in.
Put it in, and then I serve it with. Hello.
You need to try it. It's divine.
The pork. And
your husband likes pork.
My husband likes pork, and it's so easy to do. It's just so wonderful. And the sweet potato muffins.
Fantastic.
Those are my kids, my grandkids. They just devour those.
And tell them, didn't you make some? And you said to wait for dinner.
I made 4 dozen this summer. I put a big note on top of it said, "Do not eat." And every time I walked by the kitchen, there were more gone. So no one pays any attention to me.
That's a good sign. That's a great sign. And I love your pink.
And the sweet potato's healthy. It's good for you.
Sweet potato's good.
Okay. And so you said you started the book because your daughters-in-law, they wanted to.
Well, my kids are like, Mom, you need to have a collection of what you cook and what you bake. But it didn't mean more than a cookbook. It's more about family, how to raise children, how to bring people to the table, how to make people sit down, bring people to the table, and have those conversations.
I don't mean to be rude, but that pork is ridiculous. Wow, that is so good. Well, Mrs. Romney, thank you so very much. We're going to eat well. We're going to eat well.
Thank you. I don't want to eat but it's
to get the recipes for this Romney family meals, you can go to our website at abcnews.com on Yahoo.